Welcome to another episode of Rewind the Times.
And no leftovers.
Hope everybody's having a happy Easter, Family Day. Today, a very religious day, God. But Kate, today, we wanted to come on here and we wanted to talk about a new horror movie that we've seen. But before we do that, Colston, get on up and show this new Hellraiser. They've summoned us. This Hellraiser is a series that I am going to watch with Colston. It is a really good series, man. I think not all of them are really good. I think 1 and 2 are really good. There you go, Colson. Thank you. Part 3 and Part 4 aren't the greatest, but Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2, Hellbound are pretty good. So today we came on here to talk about what movie, Colson?
Jennifer's Body.
This is an awesome movie. This movie came out, I think it was 2009. I remember going to the theaters to see this. I was 19 years old to see it with my buddy Jay, and just basically what this movie's about is there's this little town called Devil's Kettle, and there's this rock group called Low Shoulder, and they're trying to make a name for themselves. And how they do that is they have to sacrifice a virgin, and Megan Fox is playing that woman, and her best friend Amanda, she's playing Jennifer, and then her friend Needy is played by Amanda Siegfried. Amanda Siegfried is such a good actor. Well, anyways, the band just went to their town to go play music. And they don't really kidnap her. Megan wanted to go with them because she was watching them.
Drunk or
yeah, well, she was watching them on MySpace and Facebook. Because this is a 2009 movie, and she went with them. You know, they thought it'd be pretty cool to hang out with the band, and they did this ritual because they were actually a demonic, Satan group, and they believed that sacrificing a virgin Satan would give them glory. Well, unfortunately, Megan Fox wasn't a virgin, and when they killed her, they gave her these demonic powers. And there's some really cool scenes where she goes to Needy's house and she starts throwing up this black
venomous or something.
Oh,
it was like spiky too.
Yeah, it was really weird. And how does she stay alive? How does
she eats human?
Yeah, she can eat. Yeah, she needs.
And then when she's like full, she's like ugly and sick.
No. When she's not, no, it's the opposite. When she's full, she looks beautiful. But when she's hungry,
yeah, she looks like ugly.
Yeah, she looks ugly. Her skin's all pale and stuff like that. This is actually a really, really good movie. This movie is a very underrated movie, and I think over the years it has more of a cult classic, a cult following. And I just got us Gutter Gob's shirt and hoodie for Jennifer's Body. Awesome design.
Yeah, and had a picture on it where it's like eating like chips neck or something.
Yeah, good job, dude. That's one thing about Colston that I absolutely love. I say this all the time, but Colston always knows the names. These little details, and that's what I love about Colston when he talks about horror movies. Hey, Colston. So, what was your favorite kill in this movie?
The first one.
Which one was
that?
It was
so at the beginning of the movie, the barber, the bar thing burned, and then the big jack dude in the high school he played football. And Jennifer takes him to the woods, starts kissing, and then animals just surround him and Jennifer, and then Jennifer just opens his shirt, and then her eyes turn weird, like a snake or something. And her mouth opens up, and she's just eating inside his stomach.
Yeah, it's pretty gross too. It's actually pretty gross.
And it shows it too.
Yeah, it does show it too. My favorite kill in the movie is Kyle Gallagher. He's from Smile. Kyle's such a good actor. I think this is one of his first movies because he's really young. He plays like an emo kid, and she brings him to this train station, and she starts tearing apart his stomach. And the part in the movie that made me always laugh is when, it's not funny, but when they go to his funeral, the mother said he looked like lasagna with teeth. I mean, his body was all mangled up. So pretty much you can't kill her. You can't kill Jennifer at all.
But the only way you can kill her is by stabbing her in the heart.
Yep, good call, Colson.
Or cutting her head off.
Yeah, yep. So Amanda Needy ends up stabbing her in the heart and killing her, and but what happened was before, because they had a little battle. Before that battle, Jennifer bit Needy, and now
Needy is pretty much a vampire.
Yeah, I think she's a half vampire.
But the cool moment that I liked in this movie is when that emo kid and the emo kid's looking at Jennifer and her eyes just switch, and then the emo kid's oh my gosh. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and her eyes turned her eyes went from small to big.
Snake.
She looked like a serpent. Yeah, she looked like a serpent. She was actually kind of cool looking. It was actually really cool looking. And so yeah, so
The last kill was like pretty much Chips. She was like eating up his chips.
yeah, so she knew. So Jennifer was trying to get between Chip and Needy. They were the boyfriend and girlfriend in the group, and they're on their night. They're on their way to the prom, and Jennifer takes him into like this old. It's on the school grounds. It's actually kind of cool looking. It's like this old. I guess it's where the swim team used to practice their swimming, and she got him in the pool and she like pretty much killed him. She bit his neck a couple of times, but he was still alive. And Needy came in and she battled Jennifer. And then Chip died because Jennifer took off. And then Needy, wanting revenge, went to her house and stabbed her in the chest. They had like this little battle. She was like floating above the bed. Stabbed her in the chest, but before she stabbed her in the chest,
she ripped her like.
Oh no, she ripped the chain
and
off.
then that's how she fell.
Well, I think what that meant was, I think that was symbolic. I think it meant that they weren't best friends no more. Like, okay, I'm ripping her off because she gave her that chain. Oh, now that I'm ripping off that chain, we're not best friends no more. And she fell down, but before she fell down, she bit Needy on the neck or on the shoulder.
And that's how she became what she is.
Yeah, because there's a really cool scene where they're in the prison. Needy's in prison, and she's floating.
And then she just gets out of jail. And then she gets out of jail, and then she kills the band that turned her into.
That was awesome. Yeah, so she follows the band.
And they took that knife that they used because there's like a waterfall and like a real waterfall, and nobody knows where it goes. And she found it and took that knife and started killing them with it because they stabbed Jennifer with.
That was actually really cool. She went and followed the brand. She went and followed the band because the band ended up getting all the success. Who's the group that remember the rock group we talked about? Fallout, was it Fallout Boy?
Yeah, it was Fallout Boy.
I think it was their song. They had a real song called "Through the Woods," which is a really good song.
And that girl hated that song.
Yeah, she hated the song because she knew that it wasn't. It was sung by a group that they weren't good people. They in the beginning of the movie, they went and performed in Devil's Kettle, and this fire happened, kind of like what the station fire happened in Rhode Island. That's where we're from. I got a story about that. I was supposed to be at the station fire. But anyways, with my neighbor Mike Vargas, who asked me, and I didn't go because I didn't know who the group was. Not into that type of music, so I ended up going. But there was a station fire, and they weren't helping people at all. They were just looking for someone to sacrifice that night, and they went on TV and said that they were helping people, and he was like, no, they didn't. They took off. Like, they never helped nobody. And people believed them because they're a rock band, and they wanted to believe all their stories, and it was not true. So Needy literally followed that group at the end at the hotel, and she killed them all with a knife, which was just so cool. The movie started with a stabbing with the knife, and the movie ended with a stabbing with a knife.
Yeah.
Okay, Colson. So we talked about Colson. What would you rank this movie 1 out of 10?
A 7.
Yeah, this was a good. Did you like this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this movie a lot. I think about making a sequel to this, which I think would be actually pretty cool.
A second one?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it would be called. Maybe it's about Needy this time. I like the movie too. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. I like this movie a lot actually. What's your favorite kill again?
The first one.
Okay, yep. Mine was the emo kid. Okay, if they made a NECA figure of Jennifer, yeah, because I think you can do different things. I think you could do a figure with her eyes and maybe her mouth open.
And then like her normal face or something.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, man. So listen, that's one video that we're gonna do today. Me and Costa are gonna do another one. We finally got to see what movie? The Monkey. Which is really.
I'm not trying to spoil it, but there's 28 skills.
Dude,
there's 28 skills.
Yeah, there's so many kills in this movie. I can't wait to talk about it because there's just so many.
I don't even know which one's my favorite.
Dude, there is so many good kills in this movie. Yes, and then
the first one was.
Dude, it caught me off by surprise. I know. Let's not talk about it now, but it just really like I remember Lee. She was like, "What the hell?" It was. Just, and then what horror series are we gonna start after this?
Ghostface. And we also, like, in the comments, someone said, like, about Motel Hell.
Yes.
And we want to watch that.
Yeah,
And Dad also found another movie called Prom Night.
Yes, yeah, Prom Night. Yes, that's an old one with Jamie Lee Curtis from the Scream movies. But yes, someone put in the comments said that we should watch Motel Hell. So I should put that down over there. So I showed Colson the trailer of it, and it looks pretty good. We're gonna check it out. So if you guys have any suggestions for any horror movies in the comments, please. We love, first of all, we love slashes, but not just slashes. We love all types of horror movies. Any type. We'll watch any type of horror movie, but we prefer slashes because we like to guess who's done it. But we'll watch anything. And I think Motel Hell, it's not a slasher. It's just one of those horror movies that's, it's like a scary horror movie. So, but we're gonna watch it. So thank you for whoever put that comment. and they put that video in the comment. We're definitely gonna watch that.
That's why. That's why. Like I asked them like to comment like what.
Yeah, no, I like that because listen, there's so many horror movies. Maybe we miss a lot of them. We don't know what's coming out. So if you guys can make a suggestion, I appreciate
Especially next weekend is Clown.
2 weeks, Clown in the Cornfield.
And WrestleMania was last night.
Yep, and tonight we're watching WrestleMania again
and
tonight.
Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
Last
night was shocking.
Yeah, my boy Jacob Fatu won last night, so he beat LA Knight, which I love that. Hey, I like Jacob Fatu.
I don't like that.
I like Jacob Fatu.
No, but that DFT in midair was cool.
Dude, there was some awesome moves in that match.
And there's like a big fat dude called Ivar, and he's like doing moonsaults.
Yeah, he was good.
I know. He did a cartwheel.
Dude, he was, for a big dude, that dude was moving around.
But they lost anyways.
Yeah, but it's okay. But hey, listen, everybody have a great day. Happy Easter. And
make sure you like and subscribe. And comment another movie that we should
I
watch.
appreciate that. We like the comments. Give us something to watch. I like that. All right, man. Take care.
Deuces.
Peace.
Yeet.